12 student athlete with the Arizona State Sun Devils. How did you feel when this all went down on Friday?
I'm actually even older than that, and I'm a Pac-10 member. Mm-hmm. I've heard a bunch of opinions, and to me, it all just sounds like whiny stuff. Look, I'm a traditionalist in the sense that, like, I love old school, hard hitting, smash mouth football where you could still talk about physically annihilating guys and breaking guys and trying to kill a guy when he runs across the middle. And if it's your best wide receiver and he gets his head knocked off or his jaw broken, so be it. It's part of the game. Go be mad at your quarterback for throwing you over the middle like that. To me, I love that style of football. But am I going to continue to cry about it or just say, hey, the rules have changed? I'm still a fan of football. I use that example because to me, it's the same thing. It's like, yes, I love the traditional Pac-10 football where you have a UCLA-USC rivalry, or you have a Oregon State rivalry, or the ASU-U of A rivalry, or Pac-12, right? I love the tradition of the Rose Bowl. I love the
3 minutes
of the Sugar Bowl and how those are usually looked at as far as conferences go. Like, I'm a traditionalist guy. I like all of it. But at the end of the day, one of the reasons why, I think things are at a stalemate, not just in football, but in the country as a whole, is because it's always this. Well, we do it this way because that's how we've always done it. And it's like, yeah, well, that sucks, I want to see good football. I'm just being honest with you.
Sure.
Do I care about watching Vanderbilt versus Kentucky? No, I don't. And unfortunately, the SEC has better matchups than that. Do I care about watching Oregon State versus Washington State in November? No, I don't. And unfortunately, I don't think anybody else likes watching it either. And it just proves to you based on what the TV ratings are. At the end of the day, when you turn on CBS on a Saturday morning and
2 minutes,
Alabama versus LSU, you got to watch that football game. When you turn on Fox, and you see Michigan versus Michigan State, or you see Michigan versus Ohio State, or when Penn State is good, Ohio State versus Penn State, and it's a whiteout at Penn State, stadium of 110,000 people, really cool to watch. So I can't blame all of these conferences trying to become a quote-unquote super conference and build these matchups to where you're watching high-quality matchups every Saturday, and we get away from the terrible matchups of the first part of the season where it's the School of the Blind and Sick playing USC. It's like, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch good football from week one to the very last week of the season, and people, keep talking about, well, they're just chasing money. Well, yeah, I know. Go cry about it in your corner somewhere. Like, we all chase money.
1 minute.
We do. Unfortunately, like, we're all chasing money, whether it's in business, whether it's in sports, whether it's this way. We're all chasing money. And where the real complaint should be, in my view, is with these schools, but more so with these commissioners. Just a year ago, the Big 12 conference was dead. The best school in the big conference was TCU. Are you kidding me? Now, all of a sudden, that commissioner in the Big 12 has figured out a way to pull his terrible conference off the trash heap and now make it a relevant conference. The Pac-12 can't do that. That's because the Pac-12, like everything else ran on the West Coast, is run by a bunch of wacky weirdos who care about things other than football, other than playing sports. They care about a bunch of weird stuff. So to me, it's like, I don't really care. Like, get better leadership. Get better leadership. And to me, that's what the SEC has done. That's what the Big Ten is doing. They've decided that, look, our business is sports. What we sell is sports. What we're trying to sell is great matchups. Let the other conferences sell, the do-good. Let the other conferences sell being a great citizen and thinking a certain way. What we're selling is really good football matchups. And we believe when people go home on a Saturday that they're not working and they're away from everything else. They want to sit in front of their couch and they want to watch really good, entertaining football, and we're going to give them that. So to me, I like it. I'm in the business of watching really good football and the best matchups and the best schools playing the best schools on a week in, week out basis. And to me, I hope that this makes every other school, it makes every other president, it makes every other athletic director, it puts everybody on notice that you better start caring about your athletic program. You better start putting a lot of resources into it. You better start having a plan. It's not just we're going to do it how we've always done it. It's either get better or get out of the way.
That is a Monday take right there from
Amen,
Rudy
brother.
Carpenter.
Amen.
Great stuff, Rudy. I'm on the same page. Those wackos on the West Coast. I so love that. Hey, buddy, as always, man, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Take care.
Good stuff. Rudy Carpenter bringing it. More of that on his Twitter page.
Yep.
Rudy G. Carpenter.